Our life is simply the sum of all our experiences, and traveling is one of the easiest ways to create those experiences. But here is the catch. Most people, even though they would love to travel, feel like they can't because of the cost. But what if I told you there are ways to travel without draining your wallet? Not just one or two ways. In this video, I will give you 25 practical tips to save money while traveling. So let's get started. If you are new here, my name is Srijit, and on this channel, we talk all about travel, wealth and happiness. If that sounds interesting to you, then hit the subscribe button and join the family. Tip number 1. Don't buy food at the airport. It is highly overpriced. Instead, pack something before leaving home. Protein bars, peanuts, anything that's easy to carry and will keep you satisfied until your next meal. And for water, carry an empty bottle with you and fill it up at any water station after passing through security. If you have a long layover or extra time to spend at the airport, get lounge access. As I said earlier, airport food is expensive. A normal meal with a drink can easily end up costing you $20 to $30. But with a lounge, you get so much more for the same price. Complimentary food and drinks, a chance to charge your devices, and a comfortable space to relax or even take a nap. If your flight got cancelled due to some reason, don't waste time standing in line to talk to an agent. Instead, call the airline directly and rebook your flight. You will have better chances of finding an alternative. And here is a bonus tip to avoid getting into such a situation. Even before you leave home, use a service like FlightAware to track your flight. It's often more accurate and updates much earlier than the notifications from your airline. So, in case of delays or cancellations, you'll be better prepared. Now, if you are in a rush, here is a time-saving tip. Before jumping onto the first security line you see, take a moment to observe the people in it. Business travelers are experienced flyers. They know the drill and they move quickly, unlike families with strollers or large groups who tend to take longer. Time is precious and nobody should waste it standing in lines. If you are traveling internationally, then choose the immigration line closest to the airline employees or the diplomat section. When those lines aren't busy, just smile at the officer sitting there, and in 99.9% of the cases, they will wave you over. If you are staying for more than 3 to 4 days, make it a priority to get a local SIM card before leaving the airport. This simple step can save you a significant amount of money on roaming charges. Plus, having internet access from the start allows you to check deals, book tours, and travel with ease. Similarly, it's always a good idea to have some local cash on hand before you exit the airport. But don't exchange money at the airport counters. The rates are often unfavorable and come with hidden fees. Instead, use an ATM at the airport to withdraw just enough cash to cover a couple of days, not more. Because once you are in the city, you can use ATMs there for even better rates. But if you don't have a card or your card charges high fees for international withdrawals, your next best option is a money exchange service. Especially if you're converting a larger amount, you can often negotiate for a better rate. Once you get your SIM and cash, it's time to leave the airport, and that too in the most cost-effective way. Airports are full of expensive tourist traps, so always have a plan for how you're going to leave the airport without falling for them. First, check if your hotel has a shuttle service. In most cases, these are free or low cost and convenient. If you do have to take a taxi from the airport, look for official taxi booths that issue tickets for authorized cabs. Or better, if the departure area is not far, get a taxi from there. Taxis dropping off passengers are often more willing to negotiate. If you can walk a bit further, local taxis just outside the airport are often much cheaper than the ones waiting right at the arrivals. And here is a pro tip. If you are using a rideshare service such as Uber or Lyft, always confirm your ride. When the driver pulls up, don't assume that they are your ride because they have an Uber sticker. Make them say your name to confirm the booking. Nothing can be more stressful than ending up in a wrong place in a foreign country after a very long flight. But the best option is to use the public transportation, especially if you're traveling light. Most airports are well connected to the city via direct train, metro or bus lines. Just ask around or check the signs. I love traveling on local buses and trams. They give you a glimpse of everyday life that you just can't experience while riding in a taxi. And you can save more by purchasing a 2 to 3 day transit passes instead of single tickets. These passes give you the freedom to hop on and hop off buses, trains and trams as much as you like. And even if you accidentally take the wrong route, it's no big deal. You can just switch to the correct one without paying anything extra. If you want to travel somewhere far, then carpooling with locals is an excellent way to save money and also to meet new people. There are apps like BlaBlaCar that let you share rides with the locals heading in the same direction for a fraction of a cost. But remember, your safety is more important than saving money. So always check the driver's profile, the reviews, and route details before booking a ride. Tourist passes are a great way to save money while traveling. For example, the Paris Museum Pass allows you to visit many of the city's top attractions without paying separate entry fees. If you do plan to visit several places, then this can be a smart choice. When it comes to eating while traveling, the golden rule is simple. Eat where the locals eat. If the menu is in multiple languages or the restaurant seems tailored to tourists, it's usually a sign to keep walking. Look for places where the locals are lining up. It's a sure sign that the food is authentic, delicious, and affordable. Happy hours are game changers when it comes to saving money. You can enjoy the same item, whether it's food, cocktails, or appetizers, at significantly discounted prices. It's an easy way to experience more while spending less. So take a little time to research beforehand, make reservations, and plan your outings around these happy hour timings. If you want to try something from a specific restaurant but want to keep your costs down, then go during lunchtime. Dinner menus are almost always more expensive than lunch for the same item. In fact, the exact same dish often costs significantly less at lunchtime. And a pro tip, choose lunch as your main meal of the day and keep dinner simple and cost effective to save even more. Grocery stores and bakeries are your best friends when traveling on a budget. So head to a nearby one and pick up items like fresh bread, cheese, eggs, yogurt, and fruit to create your own picnic style meals. Fruit in particular. It's a fantastic travel snack. It's cheap, nutritious, and very filling. Another way to save money on food is by choosing accommodation that include breakfast. A filling breakfast will give you enough energy for the day, so you may not need an early lunch or extra snacks. Plus, you will need that energy for the next trip. Free walking tours. They are an absolute must when visiting European cities or really any destination. The concept is simple. The tour is free to join, and at the end, you tip the guide based on what you feel the tour was worth. Not only they are budget friendly, but you will learn about the city's layout, transportation options, and guides often share their personal recommendations for food, attractions, and other activities. When planning your trip, do research on what locals and experienced travelers recommend. Take time to explore local markets, walk through historic neighborhoods, and attend cultural festivals. These activities are often free or low cost and give you a more authentic experience than overpriced attractions like wax museums. And a great way to find discounts on activities is by using the Groupon app. Just sign up for the local Groupon site for your destination and you will find deals on everything from dining and tours to spas and unique experiences. When it comes to souvenirs, the best rule is simple. Only buy them if they will have a meaningful regular use back home. Skip the keychains and magnets. They rarely hold value in the long run and usually end up collecting dust on a shelf. By being intentional about what you bring back, you can avoid the trap of buying something just for the sake of it. While making payments with credit card abroad, you have probably been asked whether you want to pay in your home currency or the local currency. And the default option is usually to charge in your home currency. But if you are given a choice, always choose the local currency. Here is why. If you select your home currency, then the merchant or the payment processor applies a less favorable exchange rate and often adds an extra fee for currency conversion. And these hidden costs can add up quickly, making your purchases unnecessarily expensive. And by choosing the local currency, your local bank handles the conversion, offering a much better rate. When traveling, always keep your wallet in your front pocket. Pickpockets often target back pockets because they are easier to reach. If you see a sign warning about pickpockets, don't immediately check your valuables. Doing so shows the thieves exactly where you are keeping them. So stay calm and check your belongings later in a safer spot. Also, avoid keeping all your money and cards in one single place. This way, if something is lost or stolen, you will still have access to some funds. If you find yourself lost in a foreign country where you don't speak the language, then head to the nearest Irish pub. They can be found in many cities around the world and are popular with English-speaking locals, expats, and travelers. The chances of meeting someone who speaks English and can help you are very high. When parking at an airport or a large tourist spot, make it a habit to take a photo of your parking spot, including the lot number, the row, or nearby signs. This simple step can save you time and hassle when you are looking for your car and could even help you avoid unnecessary parking fees for overstaying. Be cautious of tourist scams while traveling. Most people are kind and honest. There are still some who may try to take advantage of travelers. For example, taxi scams are common in certain places, where drivers may use tampered meters, take longer routes, or charge inflated rates. If something feels wrong, trust your instincts and walk away. If you're asking for an opinion, don't ask someone who is being paid to provide it. I will explain. If you're looking for a great restaurant near your hotel, don't just ask the concierge. They may recommend a place that gives them a commission. So instead, ask the hotel cleaner or the housekeeping staff. They are more likely to give you an honest opinion without any hidden agenda. Always consider who is giving you advice and whether they stand to benefit from it. And finally, the most important tip of all, if you ever find yourself traveling back in time, then don't touch anything. Just look, observe, but don't interfere. That's all. Travel is one of life's most valuable experiences and a powerful tool for personal growth. Along with all the fun and excitement, it teaches you to think critically about your beliefs and assumptions, and it helps you to question whether the way you have been living is truly the best or even the only way. That being said, not everyone needs to travel to find fulfillment. Don't feel pressured by social trends or Instagram reels. If your happiness comes from spending time at home, pursuing hobbies, or living a quieter life, then embrace it. There is only one life. Do what genuinely brings you joy, not what society expects of you. I hope you found some value in this video. If you love traveling and want to hear the story of how a group of mountain gorillas in Uganda taught me how to turn money into happiness, then you are going to enjoy this video. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day and adios.